versus that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a money versus food. Which one would you rather have an unlimited supply of? I know the answer is money. It better be money.
Money. What the fuck? You can
Food.
buy food.
I'm gonna
Food.
have an unlimited amount of food.
Well, I
Fuck
guess if
that.
maybe you own like a restaurant, you would want an unlimited supply of food, because then the food would
Oh
make you
no,
money.
no,
Because it's
no,
gonna
no. You
bring
right.
in money.
Yeah.
It's generating.
No, you know
But
you
me, bitch, I'm
money. I need the
short those
money.
hundred
I need the
dollar
money.
bills for all I give.
Give me the money.
Who the fuck would want an unlimited supply of food? Like you.
The motherfuckers on
Somebody
my
that's
I
$600
said
already
that at
rich,
life.
first.
girl.
Now
No.
I had to change my
Somebody that's
mind.
already rich, girl. I ain't in
Listen,
that tax bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the money.
So the next question, it says, "Oh, this is a good one. What makes you jealous?" Somebody
What makes me
walking.
jealous? I say this all the time.
What?
Those bitches that got living dick. That makes me jealous. I don't do
Why?
that. Why? Because I love
If
sex.
it's not living, if you want dick, go get dick.
The thing is, though, is they get too attached, and I hate people that's attached to me, and I don't want to be in a relationship. That's why I be jealous
You
of
need
that fact.
you need a male
That's
roommate who's a friend with benefits.
the thing is, I tried that before. It
But
don't work,
but they're gonna get
girl. They
attached.
swear,
They're gonna get
they swear,
attached.
they swear, they swear at the beginning we do a agreement, and it's gonna fall through. I can show you the messages where I'm like, nigga, I thought you wasn't gonna get attached. Like, what the
He'll
fuck?
be
Why you
attached to
asking
the
me where
fucking
I'm at
wall.
now? What I'm doing now?
He'll be
They
attached
do
to
get
a
cut off.
wall. Cause I look
My
you dead
thing
in your
is,
face like,
that's why I said the only thing I'm jealous of is the unlimited cocky. That's it. That's the only thing I'm jealous of in life. Because honestly speaking, anything I want in life, I'm gonna get or I've got.
am I
My
jealous of anything?
yes.
What?
People giving their attention to other people.
Oh yeah, I'm jealous when people try to like be friends with my best friend. Like, nah, I get real territorial. Like,
I don't give a fuck because you're always coming back.
do
So
you believe in soulmates, Michelle?
Yes.
You believe your
And
soulmate is out
soulmates
there?
and soulmates to me, it don't necessarily have to be like somebody in a
You
committed
fucking.
relationship with you.
Mm,
Yeah. Like the person who literally gets you.
yes.
Gets everything about you, and you don't literally have to sit there and elaborate on every little thing. We
Mm-hmm.
get each other. Getting somebody is way more. It's the bond that matters. Because
It's the bond for me.
people throw titles on every single thing, knowing damn well
They do.
why you label that. Basically, like why the hell would you label that? I also don't believe you only have one soulmate.
I believe that too. What was the happiest day of your life?
happiest day of my
I
life.
think the happiest day of my life was the day Josh got out the Navy. Cause I felt like we was just free from the shackles of being attached to the U.S. Navy. You happy?
Buying my house. Buying my house.
That was a happy day.
That was a happy day. It was different kind of happy from like not being pregnant no more, right? Like I was
Yeah,
excited
that's
to
just
get
a
pregnant, but
celebration.
yeah, but it was like this was like a big ass thing. Like I was like, yo, I bought a fucking house, bro. Like
That's a big
that was
accomplishment. Direct deposit is always a happy day for me.
period.
Exactly.
Every time. Like,
And but it
Cha-ching.
definitely for me, it was having my first child because
yeah,
I felt like I always was like that auntie type of bitch, and I
yeah.
really became a mom, like
She
a
did though.
fucking mother.
You know.
It was happy because the little girl literally was like looking all in my face and smiling and shit. I said, "Yo, she about to be the homie."
So, what would you consider one of your biggest flaws?
I am a control freak.
I mean, me too,
I ain't
but
even gonna hold you.
that ain't my flaw.
I can agree with that. Um,
I don't consider that a flaw.
It is.
wow.
Because when shit don't go my way, I fucking snap.
Then that means
No,
you
not
have an
you.
anger.
I want to know why Siobhan feel like that isn't a flaw.
Because like it's not like you controlling shit. I could see if you was a control freak and shit was going bad, but if you're a control freak and it's all good fucking outcomes coming from it, then why not? I mean, at least that's my situation. I'm
Yeah,
not.
but if it's also coming from your point of view. Just because you know
Mm,
the situation gonna play out really
see,
good
that's
and
not
shit,
me. Cause I can control every
you probably putting
situation.
somebody through hell.
No, because I control every situation, but also include everyone's input. And they always say, Chiffon, just do it. Chiffon, just take it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in control, but what do you think? I always do that. So I handle it. I take
I
care of
wouldn't. I wouldn't
everything.
call yours. I wouldn't say you're a control freak, Siobhan. I see. You're always the leader of the group. Like you always
And that's not a
are in
control freak.
charge. That's
That's
not
why you feel
control.
like, yeah, and that's not being a control freak. It's just like
So why
you
people be
are.
calling me one then?
No, that's
Because
not. Honestly speaking, like now that you elaborated more, that's I don't consider that control freak for the simple fact that you are the one with the plan. You actually seeing things
Yes.
through. That's not a
Yes.
control freak. A
And they
control
say
freak
I'm
is
always
somebody
trying to control
literally.
the situation when I do that. And I'm like, but I asked you how you felt.
And another thing
First
is,
of all,
and people, and being that you say you asking other opinions, that's not you controlling because you opening the floor for different ways it can possibly go
All right,
when you
well,
ask that
then they just
question.
labeling me wrong.
They
Society is
are because
fucking me
at
up.
the end of the day is you are clearly the more organized one and you got a game plan. So that's not being a control freak. You
I
are
do. I
because
do.
when it
because
comes
bitch,
to
we'll be
me,
living
right,
on the side of the road if I had a planned a vacation.
my floor would be I give up on people too quick. I've
I
said
don't,
this
yeah.
out loud as well, but I give up on people too quick. And I'm not even just talking about relationships. To save a broken heart or disappointment in people that, because you can only get disappointed by somebody that you truly fuck with or love.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I see the signs because I pay attention. And I be like, I ain't dealing with this. Or I don't want to be near you, or I don't want to go out with you no more. Like I give up too
Scorpio.
quick, and I think that's effed up because then they be writing me long ass paragraphs saying, "Oh, I thought you really fucked with me and this and that." I said, "You got to get your shit together before you want to be my friend." And they were like, "Yeah, girl." I ain't trying to say I got all mine together, but I just know I'm not gonna be in a company of people or try to give advice on certain things or whatever. And here I am all over the place. So
But you
when
know
y'all
what?
get y'all
Nothing
shit
wrong with
together,
that's not a flaw.
It's so
a
mean.
flaw. No, and the reason why I'm saying that's a flaw
It's
because
a
I also
boundary.
was. It's yeah, but it sucks for the simple fact that
You
it could be
lonely?
somebody who really needs me, right? But
So
they
why do you have to build people up? That's
It
not your
ain't
job.
your damn your job to be needed. I don't want nobody to need me. Like, don't need me, cause now I feel like you only got me around because you need me. You
and
using
that's the
me?
thing. Yeah, you so right. I don't even want my
Wants
3-year-old
me.
to need
Wants
me.
me here.
Listen, all my friends are on their own. Like they
I thought she
know
was gonna
what
say
they're
all my
supposed to
friends are
be.
dead.
Started rapping, right? But no, they all know where they're supposed to be in life. They know what they're doing to get there. And yes, I give my advice, but I'm not about to sit here and say, okay, now you know to make sure you do X, Y, Z to do
Oh
this.
my god, I'm
I'm
still
not a
doing
fucking.
that.
I'm not your therapist.
Honestly speaking, I say that's a flaw in me because it's like that. Also, it's not even just with the boundaries. That's why I have attachment issues. I don't get close enough to people because I felt like,
And sister,
girl, I'm gonna drop you soon just because I
now you
already
better
see
ask
what
about
path you
me.
going down or guy what path you.
You better
And
ask
like
about me.
recently, I had to give up my best eater because
Hey man,
Yeah, I
because
was
I was
like,
like, yo, every time we having conversations now, it's something depressing or sad. Like, nah, this is not what my life's about. And this is what I'm not about to sit here and engage. So, yep.
so what do you think is one of the like? I don't want to say a feature, but what's one good like one of the best things that stands out about you?
what was your question again? Can you repeat that? Oh, so like if somebody don't know me and they meet me and they be like, "Oh, you talking about okay?"
Yes, like what is the
She
like
got
when they
name
first?
across her chest. You talking about her? She's so silly. She goofy as fuck.
Yes,
Yeah, or she mean as hell. So I don't know.
but we said
I'm
best.
gonna, you know,
Mine, it would have to be determination, girl. Because
period. Cause you out here
I'm telling
grinding.
you,
I'm here
I could
Yeah,
for
be
it.
tired. I could be tired as fuck. Every
yeah.
single day I wake up, because I wake up at 5 in the morning for work, right? I wake up and I be like, bitch, call out. But then that second alarm goes and I be like, all right, get it. And the reason why I know, like, I want to go to work is because I know I gotta do shit. And the reason why I'm staying up late doing homework is because I know I want to do shit. And the reason why I got this nigga under my wing is because I want to do shit. So it's like whatever I want,
I'm a
people know
do
this shit
Bitch, I'm
shit.
about
like
to
a
get off in here
sis.
and go write my paper. You got me fucked up.
Oh, I would not. You first of all, she lying. You better not go
I'm gonna
write
do
no
it tomorrow.
paper.
I'm gonna do it
Yeah,
tomorrow.
definitely tomorrow. It's a tomorrow situation. You gonna get a C. Don't do it. Not tonight. Not tonight.
That paper gonna be the real her. It's gonna be what is it? Marvin's room on that essay.
Yes, it's gonna be a pizza stain in the corner of that shit. Don't do it.
That's a rose.
Not today.
Yo.
But yeah, my bubbly personality, and I'm always trying to.
No.
Because you really are a ball of fun when you're not.
No,
that's the bipolar. I can't help. But when I get angry, I go by myself.
No, you're not bubbly. You're just inviting.
Yeah, I am, and she hates that. It's positivity. Like if I'm in a room,
honestly speaking, it is nothing wrong with having a welcoming personality. Because let me tell you,
he's so fucking friendly.
New people meeting me, why the fuck would I be mean to them? Yeah. It's like, what is the point? That makes me seem like I'm miserable.
No, because now I'm ready to fight at all times. We're in a club. I'm ready to fight. She just hee hee ha ha, and I'm like, no, why
you got issues?
Yeah, I'm always diffusing a bomb with this one.
You can't come out with me. And I'm
no, she's fun, but this is her. Oh, I thought he wanted to battle me. Like, she thinks everybody want to battle dance her.
I don't know what's going on. I gotta know.
And she's like, my friend is very, like, she's clumsy. So she's like first of all, she just like you when she go be clumsy, bumping into people and shit and laughing. And I be like I'm sorry, my friend is drunk. Like, I'm sorry. You're the same way, Michelle.
I don't bump into people.
Then you fall into a whole cake.
I didn't fall into the cake.
What happened? We need
you talking about my birthday?
Yeah, it was cake everywhere.
Bitch, I was smashing the cake and tossing cupcakes.
That's even worse.
What?
The thing is, so I wasn't, I wasn't an angry
girl. Because I can't see you.
It wasn't me being angry, because I got a video clip, right, and
you was laughing. You was probably laughing while you was doing it.
Yeah, I hate birthday cake, okay? So I was like, oh my gosh, I always wanted a smash cake. The cupcakes are so pretty, right?
Wait a minute.
Mad pretty.
And you got it on other people too, right?
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to smash these motherfuckers. After they sung happy birthday, blew the candles out, and I said, oh, y'all bitches want cake? And I started smashing the cake.
But I'm crazy.
Exactly.
Crazy.
So, you know.
But a couple people hurried up and tried to get what they got before.
I don't get slice, because you're going to be fucked up. I just going to have a birthday. I'm going to fucking cake.
Yeah. That's a good time.
Stefana is very, and she swear to God, she's not. She is so extroverted. Like, she be.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
That's anxiety.
My anxiety be thinking who I got to swing on first.
My anxiety says make them laugh.
And mine is fight or flight. So.
Yeah, mine is make them laugh, and then nothing else matters. If they're laughing, nothing else matters.
I have heard like you
too friendly because you too friendly. Like, you be too open with. You know what? You just it's personal levels and boundaries that you just be crossing, and I'm like, they don't deserve that much of you, and I tell you that all the time.
Right.
But you don't understand this. But listen, though, let me tell you why there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you're out in a club or restaurant or on vacation, right? Why wouldn't you want that you're too friendly or you're mad welcoming personality? Because let me tell you, hold on.
Kidnapped in the bottom of a ship.
No, but listen though, it's a difference between being loose and stupid. Because she's just welcoming people because she wants everybody around her to have a good time.
Yes.
Why not have a good time? You're leaving. You don't know what anybody is battling back at home. You don't know what anybody is battling back at home. So for you to go out and spread love, because a smile is contagious. So if they see you having fun, it's going to make other people have fun. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Fun, Joy.
Now, you're right. You're right. But fun is super saver hoe.
I'm extra. Because it's not just...
Well, maybe we should give them the benefit of the doubt. No, the fuck we shouldn't.
She's right.
She don't know when to draw that line.
But that's why you there.
But then I'm the bitch.
I see pretty ass fucking girls that's in the area, like in arms reach or whatever.
Joy don't want to pull them in.
I be like, yo, tap her. Here, take the shot. But I ain't telling you to take the shot so you can stay here with me in the game. I'm just telling you, take the shot. Boom, have a good time because it's shot o'clock. If you near me and you a stranger, I be like, pass that bitch a shot.
See, that's the thing. Like, that's what she's saying. It should stop with me, and it don't. Like, I end up having a whole conversation, and now these motherfuckers, I'll turn into Dr. Phil because I genuinely care about people, even a stranger in the streets. I genuinely care about everybody.
People who grew up on survival cannot date people that grew up on love.
Not true. I married my husband growing up on love. It's a battle you gotta fight with yourself.
Yeah, but y'all
they seek two different type of it's two different levels.
It can happen.
Because like I said, let me tell you,
if you communicate
like,
it right,
it's gonna continually be a hassle because you just said you grew up on survival and she grew up on love. She know how to switch that. If she feel like she need to defend herself, she's gonna flip that fucking switch. Okay, she's gonna flip that switch and she's gonna attack if it needs to be attacked. But that's why I said her personality. There's nothing wrong with that because that's how I am. Because let me tell you, I am like one of the craziest out the groups. But when it comes to partying and have a good ass time, it's like cool. Granted, I'm welcoming. But if I feel like, oh my gosh, why this girl she's trying to get crazy or do weird stuff like towards my friends, then that's when that switch will flip and I'll be like, I bitch, you want nothing if you look? Like, what's up?
Well, if I need to attack, I mean,
I don't agree with that. Somebody can't be in a relationship with somebody who grew up on love and somebody who grew up on survival. It's all about compromise and it's all about teaching each other different things. Like, and it's about growth as a person. Now, I will say it will never work if you don't want to work on yourself. And for example, and I'm not just trying to go too deep into this, I grew up weird, right? Like I grew up in a crazy ass situation and I literally have trust issues. And it's nothing like personal, not like I just go out here and I'm like, oh, I don't trust you. It's never like that. It's something deep within that is automatically going to have a guard up there. It's something that is hard to break down.
She did my husband when I first met her.
It can happen. It can happen.
It definitely can.
I disagree with that when I see those. I always see that meme on Facebook like, oh, you can never be with somebody if you grew up on love versus grew up on survival. Yes, the fuck you can because
there's gonna always be another and then trying to fix something to make something work. You literally said compromise. You should never have to compromise. It's a difference when you come into
compromise in a relationship.
No, it's a difference when you come into. But when you come into compromises means you're settling for something, girl.
Not always. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. No, compromise doesn't have to be negative.
No, I just want to tell y'all.
It's a mutual understanding.
No, see, that's the difference. A lot of people mistake compromising something for coming to an understanding. When you compromise something, it's something that you don't really want to do, but you settling so y'all can come to a certain
what I want
agreement.
And some of what he wants,
and put it together.
Something better than what
so that's not necessarily meaning that you be compromised. Because compromises is you sacrificing what you actually want to do and doing just to come to a different type of term so y'all can see eye to eye.
Because that's selfish to just do what you want to do when you're in a relationship.
That's what I'm saying. There's a difference between compromising and understanding and coming to middle ground. Because I know Matt and my
compromising means you came to a middle ground.
Yeah.
Matt, like I know a lot of girls that like always be like, oh, compromising is basically like sacrificing.
No, that's whatever their situation is. Because if I feel like it's
my relationship wise,
not a relationship. I said their situation. Like if whatever the situation is, they feel like it's a sad feeling when they come to a compromise. Then that's on them. Like it's never a sad feeling when you come to a compromise.
You know, I want this, you want that. I'm a compromise and get what you want. No, it's okay. You want this, you want that. Let's make it one thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a compromise.
Let's meet me in the middle.
You like this, I like that. Let's put it together. Let's find something that is for both of us. That's compromise. I've never given up what I want.
Yeah, me either.
My husband will never let me do that, and I'll never let him do that. We're gonna figure out. Okay,
that sounds like a toxic relationship.
Yeah, that's not a. That's like a. What are those things?
You tell that girl who compromised and she felt bad about her compromise to leave that zero and get with a hero.
That's not compromise.
That's what I'm saying. But when it comes to compromising, it's you're stopping from what you originally wanted to do. That's why I said y'all keep saying y'all compromising stuff, but y'all not compromising stuff. Y'all coming to middle grounds. That's why I kept saying y'all not compromising because people who compromise is those that stopping to do what they doing to.
We'll let the viewers figure it out. You say tomato, I say tomato. You say potato, I say potato. But it's always sausage.
Because I'm from the city.
It's always sausage. God damn it! I don't give a goddamn what nobody else says. Sausage. There's a W in there. It's sausage.
Sausage.
It's sausage. That's a good question for you, Michelle. If you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with your time?
Bro, I need to hear this because she...
Right? Drink? What's yours then, bitch?
Period. I'm back in the game.
Oh
Don't
fuck,
worry
she
about
would fuck.
me.
She
Don't
would
worry about
have.
me.
She would have a seizure if she didn't have to sleep. Okay.
If I didn't have to sleep,
I could watch more TV shows.
I love binge watching on the weekend, girl. I love it.
When you gotta go to sleep, you be mad as shit. Like, fuck, I gotta finish tomorrow. Like,
what the fuck am I tired? Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm not
exactly.
So,
Joy, if you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with that extra time?
If I didn't have to sleep, you know me buying dumb shit.
Yes. Watching TikTok videos. What was the best or worst advice that you ever got? Joy, I'm gonna answer for you. The worst advice you ever got was when that nigga told you to put that tattoo on your chest. That was the worst advice you ever got, my nigga. Like, point blank, period.
And then every day, I shit you not, when I get dressed now, I be like, where are my turtlenecks? Where the fuck are my turtlenecks? Like, I can't. Okay, thank you for answering my question. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. Michelle?
The worst advice I've ever received was, why are you laughing?
Because you rolled your eyes, thought about it. It was a process.
Cause I'm trying to, like, all right, I'm not trying to, cause I don't want to make our family seem like shitheads, but the worst advice basically was put family first.
Ooh, I never took that
That
advice.
was the worst advice I've ever did. Now let me elaborate on that before they turn me into a fucking meme. That was the worst advice for the simple fact that I put so much of, cause girl, I graduated high school. It's about to be 12 years ago. I could have been had all my degrees and everything years ago. Me always putting the family first means I was dropping out of school to travel to help family, siblings, and all of that. And I'm like, well, what the fuck about me?
Yeah.
So, that was the worst advice because I grew up on that advice. That was something that always was installed in my head. So that's why I'm like, that was the worst fucking advice because that shit delayed my lifestyle. That's why I grind and go so motherfucking hard. And the best advice I've ever received was, don't let up. And I haven't stopped yet. I just keep going and going. Self should always be first. Because if you ain't whole, how the hell is you going to help other people?
Somebody just told me that. Somebody just told me that the other day.
It was me. It was fucking me. I ain't had no advice since my mama died, so it's like I just be out here for self. Like, self. Fuck all of them motherfuckers.
You a lying ass bitch.
I be like, self.
Don't even start.
Self. The best advice, Joy always she told me to take Smileyzsweettreats where I took Smileyzsweettreats. Because I was like, I don't think I can do this shit. I don't think I want to do this shit. And she was like, bitch, you already doing it.
Literally.
Keep doing it.
And I'm glad you motivated that because I compliment her on that every chance I get to. I be like, yeah.
Let me tell you,
growing up, we always felt like we were the black sheep of the family. So when I be seeing her excel and stuff, I be like, get that shit.
Mom gotta realize, and she knows now, like, her biggest support, your biggest supporters are never your family and friends. And we was in the middle of fucking nowhere. Chiffon is a hustler. Like, she's a natural born hustler. Like, she's not meant to work on 9 to 5. And I knew that when she left her job and was just like surviving, like, and we were still doing the same shit we was doing. You know what I mean?
That's why I said we were the we used to grow up and always say we were the black sheep. Mom used to always say, I know you grew up and you always used to say you was a black sheep. And then she was like, and that black sheep, that shit motivated you. Because there's nothing that you can't do. And I swear, it's like, I always like replay that conversation in the bedroom. And I'm like, she was like, yeah, because I used to be like the black sheep too. That's why I had to distance and branch out. And that definitely was a motivation because honestly speaking, me feeling like I had to overcome so much stuff, it made me go even harder. So it's like, yep, natural born hustler. I don't care how much money I got, it's always room for more.
Facts.
Because I'm not a millionaire yet.
Facts.
And even when I become a millionaire, it's still going to be room because I ain't a billionaire.
And that's why I said if I didn't have to sleep, I would have another hustle because it's like, I'm always going to sleep like, damn, I could be doing this, I could be doing that.
And the reason why I said party is because for some strange reason, every time I'm out, like I'm going to speak on last night, every single time I am out, it is a business venture for me.
Networking. If you found out that in 1 year you die, what would you do to change your lifestyle?
Only thing I'm changing is making sure my money's in the right investment accounts for the kids.
Good answer.
Everything else, I know.
Man, fuck them kids. Me?
Nah.
She lying.
If I'm dying,
I'm creating a bucket list, and I'm going to try to accomplish. Remember that Queen Latifah movie? I'm doing what she did. I'm pulling everything from the motherfucking bank. I am going to make sure.
Oh my God, you gonna leave
I got 3 kids, bro. I'm not.
You gonna leave your kid with nothing?
See, now listen to this. Why I'm saying I'm gonna do what I'm doing, because my mom also set her up so great that I'm leaving her with damn near another me. So let me live my life to the fullest with no limits, because I'm about to die in 11 months and 31 days and a couple seconds.
This bitch said,
I'm creating a bucket list. I'm going to do all the things on that bucket list, and I am going to have a gangbang.
I'm gonna do crack. I want to try crack, bitch. I want to try heroin to see if it's what these niggas is really talking about. I want to see if it was worth my father abandoning us. I want to see if it's really that shit. I'm doing drugs, nigga.
Yo.
What?
Listen, you gotta just think about it. Because you know, we always set ourselves up for the things we want to accomplish in the future. Our future is now. So you have to do everything under the sun that you want to do. And
I've done thing I want to do. Like, I do it when I feel like it. So I feel like
I don't do crack, or I gotta wait till I'm about to die to do that.
Like, that's not something on my ever in my thoughts. Like,
I watch a lot of fucking intervention,
so
bitch.
fucking happy.
I'm just saying, if I thought that I had a year left to live, nigga, that gangbang is a good one. I want to see how many dicks I can fit in this pussy at one time. I'm just shove him in there. Like,
I got the camera, babe.
Do you hear this nigga in the background talking about I got the camera, babe? He's about to get paid off the video after I'm
And guess what?
It's gonna be like this. Oh, like, oh, you seen that video? 2 girls in 1 cut? Nah. You seen the video? Chiffon video? 3 dicks
and guess
in
what?
1 butt?
You're going to sell that amazing video, and you doing what you doing, your kids is going to be set.
They're going to be paid. Because they ain't never seen no shit like that. They ripped that bitch open. Like, they ripped that bitch open.
Put your fist in. Put your fist in.
Get paid, babe. Get that bread. What was the hardest decision you ever had to make so far?
Damn.
Moving back to New York. It was moving back to New York because my daughter is my parents' first grand, and she was like so adamant about being so close to her. It was tough because it's like I was also leaving her dad behind, and I had like I lived by myself. I lived in a beautiful neighborhood. I was off on the weekends, working Monday through Friday. Like, it was good for me, but I was like, you know what? It ain't even about me anymore. And I was like, I need that super support. Because I only had people on my dad's side that lived in Atlanta. My mom's side, I know my family is way bigger. And it's like, her growing up with her cousins for the most part and all of that stuff, that's cool, granted, for the first couple of years. Because after grad school,
it's time to be out.
We back out. We back out.
I mean, the hardest decision we ever had to make was, pulling the plug on my mom and making those phone calls. Like, nobody else wanted to make those phone calls. So it was like, I had to make those phone calls. So.
And that is super effing tough.
Yeah, it was
hard. It was hard. And I didn't experience that in life. So I don't know. Like, I can't, like, anytime any of my cousins or whatever, speak of their personal thing of when it came to death, and I'm like, I empathize on it or whatever, because I'm related to them too. But the thing is, I can never feel the way you felt in that moment.
Yeah.
Because I've never lost a mom. I lost a dad, yes, but I wasn't as close to him, so the love was like kind of different. Because I hurt really more when it comes to my aunts and my grandmother and my uncles passing versus my damn dad. Like, it's because of that connection. That's why I said, when people go through what they go through, when they have to do that stuff, it's like, I can't, because I ain't even going to hold you. I probably will be like fucking crackhead or some shit. That was happening to me. Because I'm throwing this professionalism
Don't give
out
her
the
no
window.
idea. She already down to try it.
I'm throwing all of this. I'm throwing all of this out the window, and this toughness and all this is going out the window when I know I gotta be like, damn, rest in peace to my mom. Like, that's why I commend everybody that continue living life, because it's like that person who
I stopped for a little while. I did, but
and you got up.
Yeah,
and let me tell you, I ain't even gonna hold you. Before she passed, you wasn't. You to me, you wasn't as like such of a go getter as you are now. Her death
I wasn't.
definitely motivated you, because it's like, damn, I put myself in a hole because of this depression shit or whatever, and now I'm up, I'm back, and I'm better, and I'm 4 times better. Like, like some people,
and part of it
because
is
I ain't
because
even
I know
hold
she
you.
looking down on me and shit, and it's like, I gotta, show her
That's
that
what they
she
always
didn't leave and shit. I'm good, ma. Like, I'm good. So how do you handle frustration?
Who, me?
Yeah, do you not get frustrated?
I get frustrated, but everything that I handle is not healthy because it's within. I literally keep everything bottled up. It's not healthy. I already know that. I know that I'm crazy as fuck, but I don't like to put my issues on other people, and I don't like to put. I have to make sure everybody's okay, right? So in my brain, I have to stay calm and cool and collected. I can't be frustrated. I can't be overwhelmed. I can't be sad. I can't be feel out of place. So I have to find a way to make sure everybody else is good. I just don't deal with frustration. I don't deal with everything. I just be like, I just need to tell you. I'll call you about. I just need to tell you what's wrong, and then I'm like, all right, cool. I don't want to talk about it no more.
This bitch go through life in autopilot.
Hey, Joy.
I do, and it's not healthy at all.
How I deal with my frustration: I journal, and I smoke weed, and I crochet.
There you go.
So Michelle, how do you deal with your frustration?
With my frustration, I definitely will speak about it. It probably ain't even gonna be out loud, but me, even if I'm typing something up, like growing up, I used to write certain shit in a journal. Like, releasing it still helped me cope with certain things, because, and then it's like when I got older, and then I really started like getting in tune with who I am. I used to be like, I ain't the issue. It's these bitches that don't know who the fuck they are. Like, it's always somebody that's literally fighting their own demons that projecting that shit on us.
Want to call you a demon? Like,
so I do not let people aggravate me. I say what I say, and that's why people think I'm so mean or rude, because I'm gonna speak on how I feel. I'm not bottling it in, because why would I piss myself off even more because you? That should take way too much energy. So, Joy, bitch, you better go scream at those kids or your husband. Let that shit out.
But yeah, like my friend working on.
I know my problems. I know what I struggle with.
From the day I first met her, she's come a long way. I'm gonna just say that.
I'm trying. It's not like I'm just like, I'm gonna be talking for the rest of my fucking life. No. I know I got issues. I know I got fucking problems, and we working.
Girl. You one of the good Tauruses at the end of the day. But I asked all the questions that I wanted to ask for tonight. I thank y'all for being with me. Y'all gave some really good answers.
You know what?
Yeah, this was so fun.
I appreciate you, because it's funny when you talk to people who you don't talk to all the time, and they confirm what you already know about yourself, and you be like, you know what? I was right, and I'm working on the right shit. So I appreciate it. Even though you try to therapist me.
She tried to therapize the fuck out of you, girl.
She did, but it's cool. I appreciate it.
But it was free. It was free.
Listen, I told my therapist.
And you know what's so crazy? I don't even be doing that on purpose, bro. This is a conversation I've been having.
That's you.
Yeah, because it's like, yo, I be thinking about it sometimes, and I be like, damn, girl, you ain't have to go in like that. Like,
it's okay. I'm not paying you, though. Don't no bill.
Don't send me no request through Cash App.
I pay you. I appreciate y'all. I had a rough moment where I got too drunk.
No, it's fine. I'll edit that part out. It's fine. Because
I thought I was having a heart attack, bitch. I was drunk. I ate every piece of crust from my pizza.
You did. And I'm going to edit that out too. As much as I can. Because you was fucking that pizza up, girl. They always talking about Taurus eating. You know what, though? Every time they watch one of my podcasts, your ass is eating.
I'm always eating. One night I had spaghetti. One night I had a bunch of random. Like I'm always fucking eating, bro.
That's fine. Make sure y'all listen to Anchor because I'm gonna post this on Anchor, and that's my little promo.
Period.
We're gonna get back into some more sexy questions on the next episode. What you want them to do, D?
Subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the like button and subscribe.
It ain't my fault that I'm out here getting loose.